welcome to my channel. My name is Sasha. Well, that's my nickname. You can call me Alexandra. It really doesn't matter. In my language, Sasha is a nickname for Alexandra. But before we get into the video, as is customary on this channel, I want to take a few seconds to say thank you to everyone that's been watching, that's been subscribing, that's been downloading my builds off the gallery. Really, it means so much to be here with you guys, to have you guys witness my growth in terms of a builder, in terms of a person who makes videos. I really hope to always make better quality builds and better quality videos for you guys. So anytime that you dedicate, whether it's a couple seconds or a couple minutes, or even if you watch the whole video, which is what I hope that you do, I really do appreciate it, guys. It helps me out so much. And any criticisms or comments or anything that you liked, I would appreciate it if you left that down in the comments. But without further ado, let's get into the video. So this is the CAS portion of my cast and construct. Usually the construct actually comes first, but I don't know, for fluidity's sake, cast and construct sounded a lot better. Now, the CAS, what I'm doing here, before this one, I made like a European style kind of like private home. It was super pretty. It had all of these like ruins that were actually built into the foundation of the house. And so I thought that the person who I envisioned living here wasn't really a person, but it was actually a family. It was this family of people who were like in the academic sphere, and they themselves bought that home because it really was up their alley. Like it had like this gorgeous like old feeling to it. And the dad, who here I present to you, is Jonathan Thornton, which if you think that that's like a uppity kind of name, it definitely is. I saw him as this professor that teaches at Brightchester, and Brightchester in and of itself has that old money, mommy and daddy money. I come from, I don't know, like an established, well-to-do family. It sort of has that vibe and feel to it, or at least it does, like in my save file. And I thought that maybe he teaches there, he's tenured, so he's a little cocky, that he's like, I'm established, no one's gonna fire me, but he's really there because he's pursuing his true love, which is being an archaeologist / anthropologist. So he has been going to the world that comes with Jungle Adventure. Honestly, it's not coming up at the top of my mouth. Like, I really don't know what it's called right now. But he's always going there, and also that's the lifetime trait that he has, is from that pack as well. But I got it that I was like, in my mind, I thought him as like this genius, that he's good and he's family oriented, but because we're like limited as to the amount of traits that we can pick for them, those are the three main ones that I picked. But if I could, I would also like kind of make him like a little bit like self-absorbed and cocky, but the main important thing is that you see that he's smart. Anyway, now I'm working on his wife, whose name is Diana Thornton, and she's like young, like young at heart. But her lifetime wish has been always to explore those caves and like that come in that world that comes with Jungle Adventure. So she's like really sporty, she's outgoing, and she's good, and she has like this sort of uppity air to her as well. She's very well put together, very well maintained, so that she's like a kept wife, but she's also very like intellectual, and she's so interested about the past that was one of her like lifetime wishes, like growing up, is to be almost kind of like a female Indiana Jones and figure out what are some of the history and like the secrets that are like kept in all of the forgotten ruins and the abandoned like big cavernous towns. I don't know, I'm just like coming up with like this elaborate story that I imagined for her, but here I am just like I don't know, like I get kind of lazy sometimes, and instead of having to pick like an actual outfit for these people, I like to pick like the entire outfit all together. I think that looks really good. So I just want to make like one comment that for some reason I'm a little disappointed that like the young adults don't really look too much different from the older adults. I wish the Sims would give more signs of aging with that, instead of making those like wrinkles and like smile lines optional. I don't know. I wish they would add that. But there are times like in The Sims, like, okay, so we all know and love that little eyeball ring that like is randomized. And it kind of sucks because randomized outfits don't look so good. But there are times when the pre-randomized outfits get it right. And like coming up, I think in a few seconds, yeah, right here, she went from regular Diana to Dominatrix Diana. Like, she has a second life. She really does. I don't know why, but that dress with those boots and like the way that she looks, like just like really did it for me. But unfortunately I didn't keep it. I don't know, I didn't see her as being like a second life kind of woman. But yeah, so here Diana is. I think she could also be teaching like something at Brightchester. Like maybe they're both like sorry, this is like take 39 of this voiceover. Maybe they're like a professor couple that teach at Brightchester. Yeah, actually, I think that that's a lot better, that they're a professor couple that teach at Brightchester, and they're super cute. Like, I don't know. You're like, I don't know. I think that was a super cute idea. So now here I am working on their daughter, whose name is Annette. But instead of keeping within the whole theme that, like, I don't know, the parents teach at Brightchester, she's going to study at Brightchester. No, she's a computer geek and she wants to go to Foxbury. That was the idea that I had for her. So I think that the life aspiration that I picked for her was computer whiz. And I thought that that could be like a source, like in the storytelling, like a source of family tension, that the parents are really like egging her on to go to Brightchester University. She'd be legacy, she gets a discount, whatever, I don't know. But no, she really wants to go to Foxbury, and that is like her life dream, to like make robotics. There's like this big tension. The parents want to like study the past, and they're so involved with architecture and archaeology and anthropology and studying old cultures, ancient places, and she's like, no, I'm looking towards the future, and that's my thing. So I thought that that could be a really cool thing. I don't know if like you wanted to download this family from the gallery, which I'm never opposed to, guys. You can always download the stuff from the gallery. I'll always have it up for you guys. And if you want to change this family, or you want to add members of the family, or you want to tell your own story, or you see a different vision for these characters, you're more than welcome to tag me. I think I should come up with a hashtag if you do choose to do that, so that I can always check it out on the gallery. Or if you want to make YouTube videos, or you want to also put this stuff up on Instagram, just tag me and I'd love to see it. So yeah. But what was I gonna say? Yeah, I picked like this really comfy kind of like mom jeans on her. I thought that that was nice. For some reason, The Sims doesn't make really teenage geared clothing. I don't know. They really treat him like a young adult sorry. Yeah, I'm all like tongue tied today. But The Sims really does treat the young adults and the teens and the adults very similarly. The only thing that really is the difference is that they don't have as many traits. And I don't know, I thought that that would be cool. I know that there's been talk about having a height scale for The Sims to sort of like, I mean, obviously the child is not going to be as big as the young adult, but it would also be nice that the teenagers aren't as fully grown, or that you would be limited in doing some things for them, or like certain clothes aren't accessed until they're older. But obviously then you could like type in some sort of cheat and then they are accessed with age. But I don't know, or they are accessed if you want to use those clothes as a teenager. But I think that that's really cool. Like, there's many things you can do to make teenagers their own, instead of like just sort of lumping them up with the older people, like young adults and adults. Yeah, so here we are. I think we're getting really close to the end of her. And I don't pick her traits out until like the very, very end of this build, so I don't know what they are. But here I gave him 2 little family pets. I gave him a Welsh Corgi, and he is vocal, lousy, and he's like very affectionate or playful, and he looks so cute. And I also gave them a Maine Coon, which I personally in my own life want a Maine Coon because I love how fat and fluffy they are. I want a fat, fluffy Maine Coon. Ooh, maybe this summer if I pray, like I'm gonna get a Maine Coon. But here I am. I made him like max thickness. I made him a very chunky fat boy, because I'm trying to live out my own life here. So anyway, we're getting really close to the end of the build, to the end of the video, and I just want to say thank you. So leave your comments down below, and everything will be linked. Thank you, and bye.